And all right, so it looks like everybody is settled. I'm sure there will be some maybe popping in late. You just never know. But yeah, so and if you haven't already, feel free in the chat. And as I mentioned before, there's a little gray thing at the side, the left side towards the top. And let's see if it's, and it would be pointing in towards the window. And if you mouse over it, it says show side panel. And that's where the chat is. And, you can see everybody else that's on and all of that. And in that chat, I'm going to put a link to the step out. And so what we're going to do today is called Dreamcatcher. Say for those that logged on late. So this was from earlier. I'm pretty tickled with what I did. And yeah, and if you haven't already said hi, where you're from, would also love to know if you're new to Zentangle. Would love to know that. If you're just new to this class, would love to know that too. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen for those that are new and maybe shy and don't want to. There we go. Okay. So this one. Yes, we'll totally, for those that were on Tuesday's Tough Tangle Tuesday, we'll totally make up for that. So this one is called Dreamcatcher. And actually, what's interesting is it doesn't seem like there's a lot of CZTs that are guys. And when I was looking at his pictures, he looks like he's 12 or something like that. So it looks like and I was reading something else that sounded like maybe he was. But this Tangle has been around for a couple of years, so. Oh, thanks, Jen. So this one starts off with an asterisk, and an asterisk is easy. I started with just putting a cross or a plus sign, and then crossing the cross. And hey, Linda, yes. So we are just starting. Hopefully you're seeing. Oh wait, am I showing? I'm sharing my screen. Hopefully you are seeing the step outs on the screen now. You might not be. Where is it? There it is. Hopefully you are now.
It's still showing.
Okay, good. I never know if I'm popping back and forth, but yeah, we're just getting started. So yeah, say grab your paper on it, which reminds me. Some people I know are working on sketchbooks or just scrap pieces of paper. It doesn't really matter. So mom's going to work on a Zendala, which is about 4.5 inch diameter. I'm going to work on a square tile, but it doesn't matter, what you're working on or the tools that you're working with. This is just exploring extra tangles and having fun. So again, this one starts off with a plus, and then that's a better way to say it, a plus. And then an X through the plus. So that's an asterisk. And I'll show you his work also as he, because it's kind of interesting. And then we're going to put in what he called pointed arches. And so what I found to do these, and it'll be clear when when I'm actually doing it, is I kind of start in the center and eyeballing where the center is, and then I work to one side or to the other. So, to going to one spoke or to the other spoke. And then we do that all the way around. And then it's pretty much rinse and repeat from there. So then we're going to do another layer of these pointed arches. So going in the center of these two, hopefully you're seeing my mouse. And then, so from the center of those two, and then taking a little curved line to the left, a little curved line to the right, going all the way around. And then we just keep going around until you feel like you're done. And then we have this bit of amazingness right here. Now let me share. Actually, do you see this? Is this the Tangle corner? Did it flip?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right. So this is from his blog, and and it's kind of cute because he's telling the whole story. And this is a Dreamcatcher. On the earlier one, I thought that he had drawn this one, but no. This was his inspiration. Because this is where I was looking at the distance, the height of these pointed arches, as he called them. And that's why I was playing with the second one. But so he decided first he played with a 6-sided shape, and this is what he came up with. And it still looks cool. But then as he was playing, he tried an 8-sided shape. Now this one is the same thing that we're going to do, but he put curved lines on either side of the straight lines. And so that's just crazy looking. And I
Save
don't know
that for a Tuesday.
that would be a Tuesday, because that one was like, okay, just take a little bit extra concentration. And this one tried fitting in my own night. So I'm not sure what this is. And it was one of those like, okay, that's interesting. There's a story behind it, but I don't want to read it right now. And okay, so this is just the story of him playing with it. And I like to share because there's, other cool ideas that can come from it. So like this one, this is more of what it's going to look like. And interestingly, these are more straight lines than curved lines. So that's interesting. And then some colored in, and then some kind of aura'd, but with a little curvy design in there. And then this one is gorgeous on the black. And somebody did this morning, and it was or something similar. It was Karen Maxey, Mom.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you. Yeah, and she didn't do the insides, but it was gorgeous. But so if you do it large enough, have the spaces large enough, then you can add in other tangles. So it becomes what they call a reticula, or a structure to put in other tangles. So that was it. And his step out is cute because it. I'm going to share this as well. I did that earlier, just so that way, if you want to have access to that, you can. Just because I think it's interesting. I like how he put instructions on the opposite side of the step out. I'm like, well, that's neat. What a neat idea. All right, so that is the explanation. And let's see. There we go. That's that blog. Catherine says I'm still haunted by the by Tuesday. Oh, this will make it all better. Now, hopefully, let's see. Am I in? I don't know if I had it adjusted. I think I was
up. That's good.
Okay. Oh, good. It's right where I have the lines. Yay. Okay. So I think I'm going to make this one a little bit Renaissance-y. And let me find my other pen. Maybe. Problem is that I have all my pens out, and then I don't put them away like I should. And then they're all laying out and a mess. And then I can't find anything. Oh, there we go. All right. So I'm going to start in the center. So again, we find your center wherever it is.
Unless you want it off center.
Exactly. Unless you want it off center. Like the like those phi tiles, I forget the guy's name. Fibonacci, something like that. I know I'm getting it wrong. All right, so a plus, and then we're going to cross the plus to make the asterisk. And then, so Mom's going, she's going off center. Now, here's where, you can decide how high do you want those, your pointed arches to be. And so, like, I did it just kind of medium on this one. I guess I'm just going to call it medium. But then this one, I decided to go more like the Dreamcatcher that he showed, and it's like, and go a little higher. So this takes up a little bit more room, where going a little bit flatter, you can get more in. So I'm gonna do more like the flatter one, and then what I'm doing is, so I want to get in the center. And so, not that I'm going to make a dot for everyone, but I'm starting here. So I've kind of eyeballed where that center is. Then I'm drawing a curved line to one spoke and a curved line to the other spoke. And then we do that for each one. It's more of a motion, but I am putting my pen down right in that center, which actually, if I pause for a minute, it does make a little bit of a bump there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked in your step house like you had put a dot at each one, but that's probably what it was, that hesitation.
Yeah, and it kind of helps because when we go around again, then I aim for that little dot, That helps. And actually, I'll let everyone know, because this is a simple tangle, and I think we all got done with like 2, and some people got done with 3. So so we'll just have some extra fun. I hadn't designed a come up with something else, because it's nice to just focus on one thing and have extra fun with it. All right, so then second round, again, same idea, but at least this one you have the straight line that you can kind of go against. So I'm gonna maybe go up this high, and then it also seemed like it worked nice to, as I got out further, to have that distance also be a little bit greater every time.
You almost have to, or it's going to be flat.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and I was gonna alternate. Oh well. Maybe I'll alternate 2 sets. And so also with this, and it's not, let's see, let me look at this. It's after 1, 2, maybe after the 3rd round, you really start to see this spiral thing happen. And one thing that I noticed is, as I'm doing this, as I'm coming down, making that curve line and merging it, in, I'm also I'm not thinking about it too much, because it doesn't matter all that much, but where it just kind of, so it blends in also with this curved line. Sometimes it doesn't all, work out that great, but if for the most part it can, then it's kind of cool. Now maybe I'll do all black, and I'll do something on the inside with the brown, but I know what I'll do. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. And then round 3. And actually it's probably not a bad idea, just, as you're eyeballing it, to just, keeping in mind that curve as you go.
Well, it's sort of like paradox. Even if you're not curving those lines, you'll have a curved line.
Right. But we saw it was really funny. Well, I'll have to make sure that I don't know if Sandy maybe will post it, but I'll have to make sure Karen sends me a picture, because she's like, "Oh, I hated mine so much." Wait, let me just see. Karen, are you on? Are you on tonight too? No, she's not. She's like, "Oh, it was so bad, I didn't even want to show it." And then she shows it, and it was so gorgeous. And she's like, "Well, I knew I did it wrong at the beginning, because like she had very more stark pointed lines, and it looked more like that one that looks like a quilt pattern, kind of like this one."
Oh yeah,
Like it looked like it started off that way, and then she did curves after it, but it was so beautiful, and it was just like, oh, we really all need to stop doing that. And Sandy had one too that oh yeah, because she had the one where she was doing those kind of more Indian shapes, and I'm like, it's gorgeous looking. And then it looked, that was the one I was thinking of, Mom, was that Stein, or however we say that.
see me.
And then again, it's just keep going until you don't have any room, or you want to stop.
Is Rosemary on tonight? I don't want to talk about her if she's on.
Her ears will be ringing. She did there's so many that do such nice work, and hers were just, the gem look was just amazing.
Well, and she does, and I don't know if she did it before. You did the cheesecloth as one of your quickies, right?
Yeah.
And she's been putting that as a background, but if you look close at it, it is so perfect. I don't know. Well, she just does perfection. That's all.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
just beautiful.
Yeah, and then there's some nice ones. Oh, and I found the one that I don't think I sent it to you, but I think I found the one that you like for your background.
You did show me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And so we'll have to do that sometime. I need to make a category of backgrounds or something like that, because sometimes when you do something like this, you want to have some kind of pattern behind it, but
you don't want it to take away from
yeah.
the whole thing.
I think my biggest challenge, well, and actually it doesn't really matter. I keep telling myself, biggest challenge is like, okay, making sure that I'm trying to keep these all at least for going around at a similar distance, but at the same time, it's not going to matter. Once it's all done, you're not going to remember where, well, you might, where things went awry. If they do, I'm getting lost in mine. And that is one of the neat things about this, is because you can just totally get lost in it. I feel like I'm doing more than, let's see, I can probably count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I thought I ended up like kind of doing like a spiral, and it's like, oh, I'm like, where I'm not doing an even number around, because I think something was, I have something that's a little smaller than the others, and it was feeling like I just keep going around the same and not finishing, but that's okay too. Mhm. Let's see. So if I do here, then, oh yeah, that's all the way around. Yeah, so if you get, because what am I, 6 out, and then you just stop and look at it, then you kind of start to see those spirals happen. And there was one place where I stopped, and I felt like I was seeing. Oh, actually, what do they call it? Meta shapes, or meta designs, or something. And I start seeing. Oh, it is looking cool, Mom. Tom and Carla say yours look neat. I like
Well,
that.
yeah, I did the Zen bossing class. I think I told you, and I started. I didn't say, pick up your white pens. And so everybody, we were working on I think Renaissance tile, and everybody just picked up the black pen and drew the design. And then I realized, we're supposed to be doing this in white. So we started over. And then somebody posted on Facebook a Zen bossing design where they did start with black, which is what I'm doing. So now I'm basically, what am I doing? I'm basically auraing each black line with a white line.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. And and several of the ladies, they come on Monday mornings.
Yeah.
And so they had our mistakes ones and they got them out, and they did the same thing, and they were all very happy. It's just like another way of doing it. It's just really neat. That's another way to prove there are no mistakes in Zentangle.
Right. We have ways of fixing things.
Might take us a while to figure it out, but
Exactly. And
this new pen works really good.
Oh, wow, though.
Yeah, I'm just amazed. I mean, I never asked her how long do the pens last.
Right.
Yeah. I'd rather have it work really good and run out than not work, and you look at the pen and it's full of ink.
Right. Yeah, exactly. No, but that is looking really, really neat. Really, really neat. And yeah, so now it's like, okay, now what I didn't think about how do I want to decorate it. And that is coming off nice and Nice and bright. And what were we calling it? Saying it looks is juicy.
Juicy, yeah.
Nice and thick. I'm just gonna watch you and be mesmerized. Although I wonder, so if I tried something similar.
I was thinking that one that of the gentleman who designed this that you showed, the
Yeah,
one on black that he had all the lines, it almost looked like Puff
it did.
because
Yeah,
he had them going like in different directions, and that's what it reminded me.
yeah, that is cool. I'm almost thinking that could be kind of a neat thing what you're doing if I did that, and then putting some. I don't know. I'm just debating. But while I'm debating, I think I might play, which is kind of fun. So he's like, well, and so feel free to do because just about we're just at 7:30, and oh no, maybe I'll do this on just what I have handy. Oh no, let's do because I wanted to try it on black. Thought that would look so cool, and I like, oh, must. So we shall.
What? Oh,
We shall. Actually, because I thought, well, I'll let this one dry a bit, and then I might do either with some of the jelly rolls that work well on the dark, or something. While I decide how do I want to decorate this other one? Because I mean, really, if you look at, I mean, they look so neat just as it is. You honestly wouldn't necessarily. Oh, maybe I should bring this down just a smidge. I was gonna throw everything off. It just looks remarkable. And I thought I could also share. So on this one, for the shading, what I had first thought to do was kind of like the shadow box concept.
mhm.
And just so I put graphite around that initial, um, the initial, we'll call it a flower. And then I was like, oh, that looks really cool. And it pops right off the page. And then I did it again. And I think I did it three times, kind of course, pausing and looking, and I'm like, oh, but wouldn't it be neat also to do these spirals that have come out? But the spirals, I mean, you don't really see them until about after that third row. So that's when I decided, oh, I'll just change course, and I just put graphite on the underside of all of these, big curve lines, leaving, of course, what was there. And I think it turned out really, really neat. So that's some fun that could be had. Plus I like the one where he put the little lines with the, a little orb on the end. And that's where I decided, oh, well, I'll just start with lines first and see how I like it. And I liked it enough. It's like, well, I'm just going to leave it that way. And then I'm going to, figure out how else I might want to color it if I even do. I don't know. So this is just such a fun one to explore our creativity. And so it's just dawning on me. I don't have to use white. I should test it. Okay. But I am, because it's what I have handy. All right. So again, in this one, I think I'm gonna try to do the more pointy, but not make it so big. So cross and cross, and you can kind of see it does. Well, let me pull my thing up. Oh yeah, you can see fine. Okay, then well, see, my issue with sometimes with these white pens is the starting, or it's probably more of the stopping, and we'll see if it blends. If it just what do I want to say? Kind of goes in, but yeah, I have all these. Well, wow, we have some little speeders outside. I don't know if you heard that. Yeah, there's all these points where where you stop the pen, and then you have that little ball.
Sometimes that soaks in. I don't notice that much with this what is it? Signa Uniball. I don't notice that
Okay.
that much.
Okay. Good.
Okay, now I'm going to get crazy.
Oh no! Hold on to your hand. That looks really, really nice.
Watch out.
That looks really cool. Well, that's too high. Well, it's going to be there because I already put the dot. I wanted them to be, well, there's no, I wanted them to be narrower, but there's not really a way to do that with this, just to make them taller, but this will be good. Oh, and so is that a gray marker?
Yes.
Oh, and so putting gray onto one side, sort of.
Right.
One side or one side and a half.
I already made a mistake, but that's okay.
We don't see any.
I was making these little L's, but I can.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'll make them little C's.
Okay.
What I was trying to do is emphasize that. Whoops. Is that somebody asking a question?
Nope.
No.
Or at least I didn't hear anything. Let's see. Nope. Oh, that looks so neat.
Oops. I came across the line I forgot to make.
Ah! Someone, I think on the earlier call said these kind of look like mums, and you said like this one looks a bit like a water lily.
Mm-hmm.
They could look like dahlias. That's what's kind of cool about this. Even though it's called Dreamcatcher, and you can kind of make it, it's inspired by a Dreamcatcher. We can make it, also kind of have the look of lots of other things, which is so neat with these.
Well, here's another line I forgot. What was I thinking?
What I love if somebody just said, "Oh, go draw X. Go draw that flower," or even looking at the end result. That's what's so also fun about this is, and I'm sure that everybody, if you've been doing Zentangle for any period of time, go, "Oh, that looks so awesome. Oh, I could never do that." And I'm like, yeah, I can't draw stick people to save my life, but I can do this. I can do a nice curved line. I can do, if I slow down and behave, and it's just so fun. And yeah, looking at the end result, you don't know the steps.
Or tell them I didn't think I could do this a couple years ago either.
Right. Well, I can't wait to the one senior center that I had been going to till they open it up and are able to do some live things again. Because the ladies in there, they have people come in and they kept trying to drag, it wasn't like they didn't have to sign up for it, but so they, oh, I told so and so to come, and people would just stop by and take a look, and so the ladies were like, no, you don't understand. It's one step at a time. You can do this. I didn't think and they're, it was just so funny. And it's so true. Because I think we were doing they have them do well who, which is a little bit more involved, and I thought, well, just see.
Push them a little.
Yeah. And it was absolutely amazing. Oh, I think I'm gonna finish that with just look at and I got all of the sides almost, except for this one, which is a little shy, but that's okay. Oh, it's so neat. Yeah, and then you kind of start seeing what did I say those were called? Those meta shapes. So like here I'm seeing like, almost like three sort of I don't know, it just as your eye moves, it moves. And that's just all right.
Heather, you're very blurry.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is
I'll
blurry.
turn it. I am indeed. Thank you for that. Let's see. Let me turn it off and on again. Oops. And then off and on again. Ah! You know what? It's because I moved the camera. That's what it is. Let's see if I do it again. There we go. Thank you for that. I need to get Phil Stevenson. He bought a nicer camera. I said I need to steal your camera. I want something that doesn't autofocus constantly. Causes so much problem. You know what? I'm gonna steal Karen's idea. Well, her white was a lot more brilliant, but I'm gonna see if I can copy her. And oh, let's use the soap stove. We'll see how this goes. Oops. Oh, she did all of them. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let's see. Let me find a tortillon that also works here. Let's see how this. Oh, that'll spread nicely. Okay. It'll spread softer than the chalk pencil or the charcoal. And I could just do like this. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. And saying too, if you've like I think I had mentioned, if you've drawn them big enough, you could add extra tangles in there, on the inside, or it could be just drawing some lines or aura-ing and having fun adding color. And then all of a sudden I got. All right, there we go. I probably have half of it is on my hand. Oh, and let me go the other way. One of those. Well, since I started going the other direction, I guess I better continue, even if it was just one little bit. And all right, now fingers crossed. Sometimes like when I'm playing with the black, that it ends up just looking like a sloppy chalkboard, and I don't want to do that. this is blending so nicely.
Remember they said too you could take the, even though they don't sell the soapstones anymore, but you could take them and sharpen up in a pencil sharpener, make a little like pile of dust, and then pick it up with a Q-tip or and apply it.
Oh yeah, what I know I tried that once, and I used it was either a clear Jelly Roll glaze pen or black Jelly Roll glaze pen on black, and then I did the soapstone in the pencil sharpener and then spread it around so that way it was so it gave this so it doesn't so the embossal was just like where I used the glaze pen stays black, and then around it was just this nice fuzzy white halo-y looking, glowy looking stuff. It was really, really neat, but really, really hard to do black black or clear on black. It's just kind of difficult. When I see I haven't gone, and actually this would also look neat if I had used a color even, but I like this. I don't know, when you see something that looks really neat, it's really fun to see if you can copy it and do the same technique and have it be at least similar. Oh yeah, and I see some of these I didn't come down to the same place. Those two. All right. Oh, that looks neat.
Ah, looks neat.
If I do say so myself. Wow. That looks cool. And I know in some you can add little, which I think I might, little balls to the end or something like that. Thanks for the thumbs up. That's fun. Now for this one. And actually, yeah, then having it's neat to have the contrast too with it, have the center, just leaving it alone. Oh, I like it when it's just like, oh, I'm just tickled. So cool. And without adding any, extra anything inside. Neat, neat, neat. Pink. Let's see. With this one, I think it might be fun. Oh, I'll start on the outside and come in is what I think I'll do. And I'm just gonna do a little aura in well, since I was using the PNs, this is, I think it's burgundy because they don't have a brown. Let me move that off. That just looks like, who did that? That's amazing. I can always add white.
My problem is I'm shadowing my own what I'm doing, and I can't see what I'm doing.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we gotta get that lighting fixed over there. We need to take over Dad's computer room and make it a studio. I like these tangles that they have so much opportunity for doing things different, but then but but at the same time, you don't have to. And then the pattern itself is easy enough that you don't have to look back at the instructions, and you can just let yourself go with it and have fun. Oh, let's see. And so you're doing something in the background.
Yeah, that you can barely see.
Yeah.
I'm doing that pattern that I like that you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
With a pale gray, and it's not very visible, but
I think I'm just going to add some straight lines because I feel like it. Around this outer edge. And then do the aura and maybe something else on the next round. I don't know yet.
I should have used a darker pen, but I am not doing it over.
What I could see looked neat. I love that. It's hard. It is hard to see. I can see a pattern. It's just not defined. Maybe when I get this around here, it might be. I think I'll add some white maybe around the outside of mine. After I get all the way around with this. And actually, what's funny is doing something like I just did on the outside. It's almost like, and if I was to leave the pattern the way it is on the inside, it's almost like I didn't erase the outer one, but kind of. It's weird. I don't know if that makes any sense. And I'm having this. Let's see. Having this idea. All right, so let's see. Oh, that's interesting.
That is, it changes the whole look of it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's like, oh, I just made a pattern on the outside, and even though it's the outside rim of it, it's almost like, now it's, yeah.
Well, the way you did that inside one with a little graphite in the middle and to the ends.
Yeah.
It looks like it's bent.
Yeah. Yeah, so then I'm going to blend it in a little bit. CK is asking, how is everyone's Tangle going? Everybody's quiet. Everybody's working. And thank goodness this is an easy enough one, so I'm not getting lots of, questions, which is good. It's good. or I should say, not a lot of complications. Oh golly, because yeah, after that Tuesday. But pretty soon we'll have the big reveal here, and we'll see what everybody has done. Everybody that wants to show. I'm excited for that. Okay, now I'll put some graphite on. Oops. Wow. You thought I went all the way around. Apparently not. Oop. Sliding off here. Ooh, I'm liking what I'm seeing on the screen. Sometimes, actually, it seems like with putting the graphite and the charcoal pencil next to each other, if I overshoot with the white charcoal pencil and then go over it with the graphite, sometimes that even works to blend it without using the tortillon. And then it keeps it stark too. And then I can always go back. I need to take some more space. I think I might not use the tortillon. Because I like that starkness, and it seems like when you use the tortillon on the white charcoal, well, just like anything, it diminishes it a little bit. And I kind of like that starkiness. Yeah. and then it's like, okay, now what? And you know what? It's okay to sit and ponder. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Oh, that's gorgeous, Mom.
Ah.
And you just went, so you used the darker and just went over the big.
Yeah, because it wasn't showing up at all. But
Yeah. Neat. All right. Well, I do want to see what everybody's done. So this was such a simple tangle, but it's nice to not rush and just take our time. And like I said, I'm going to ponder. I'm not sure what I want to do with the rest of that. I kind of like what I did, and I need to, or maybe I alternate. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with the rest of it. It's kind of cool as it is. It needs some shading, I think. I wonder. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna experiment. We're gonna experiment live. Oh, it's not on TV, but I'm gonna put some white charcoal here, just on the one side. Trying not to be on the black. Let's see, what does that look like so far? Okay, well, looks interesting. We'll see. How far am I going? There we go. Whoops. Oh.
Nope, wrong side.
Oh, it's so nice that you can just wipe it off. Well, I'm going to go back with graphite anyway, so it's not going to matter. I like about this is after a while, learning the rules, and getting used to doing stuff, and then feeling comfortable enough to just play and not worry. And like you said, Mom, it's only a piece of paper. and try to get used to that thought. Okay, so that's kind of neat.
I think you need to carry it out to the, oh, I see what you're doing. Never mind.
Carrying it out where?
Well, it was the white, carry it out one step further.
Oh, yeah. I could. Well, I can always add that afterwards. Yeah, so it blends in.
And then do a little shading on your center thing, like in the on either side to make it look rounded, you know.
Yeah. I'll say, and I will mention here, because I mentioned it earlier, I said next Tuesday, it is a paid class, or if you're a Tangle Addicts member, that's included, of course, doing fun with shading. We're only going to focus on the on just graphite first, and then I thought I'll have a more fun with shading later, and then we'll add in the highlighting with the shading or something. Okay. Info for that on the regular places. I'm hoping this is looking good. I'm not looking at the camera yet or the screen.
It'll look better once you blend it.
Yeah.
But it's looking kind of interesting now. I just think
is good. Oh!
The white needs to be carried one further.
Up into here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that little section
just like
kind of lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so you forgot all about me.
Can't have that.
That totally changes the way it looks.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Wow.
Oh,
this is like
a couple more to do. Don't forget them.
I had to look. I couldn't wait. Oh.
Yeah, you got it.
I got them.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm almost afraid. Well, see, let me blend out the graphite first, and maybe not the other. Just a smidge.
Oh, Heather, I love that. Mm-hmm.
Because my thing is upside down, I can't see where I was. Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
you're right.
Yeah. And then it'll do something on the inside. Feel like
now it looks like layers.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm picturing like we're having we need to have all the mics open. We should do this sometime. I'll have to figure out how to do it on a platform, so that way, we'll do something and then everybody can go ooh, like on the cooking shows. We'll take over like Emerald Lagasse. We'll go bam. It's usually just the corny cooking shows that are the cooking shows / oh, that looks really cool. And then so then I have to.
I wouldn't do those other lines.
This in the center.
I would do that with graph. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know. I was thinking with the graphite, but no, the white might be good.
Speaking of carrying it in, I'm just going to try it.
Yeah, it just needs something. It was looking too bare.
Yeah.
Is that a colored pencil or a chalk pencil?
It's the charcoal pencil.
Oh, it's just very sharp.
Yeah, I just ran it through the sharpener so that way I could do this. So I'm just carrying the line, this line, all the way into the center.
Yep. It needed that. It needed that.
What about graphite on the other side?
I don't know.
Oh, sure, why not?
Your black one, the dots, like where they meet, I think you should emphasize those. You had talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, because it's like, well, if they're not gonna if they're gonna be there, I might as well, do something.
And the same thing, that center. Well, no, I kind of like the center like it is, darker. What would be neat is the clear glitter one, the clear glitter gel pen.
Yes.
On the black one, outline or the whole outside thing and those middle petals.
Oh, or
the whole outside. I don't know if it'll show up on here, but oh, Heather is showing up glittery.
Woo! See, that's why we need to have everyone go. Ooh.
Oh. and then do the same thing. Ooh.
Thank you, Carla.
And then do the same thing on the middle petals.
Okay.
Oh, that really shows up good.
You know what? The aura is amazing. To auraing the outside, just period.
It finishes it.
It does. Oh my gosh. And then I said, I love this. Just that it's a for those that don't know, it's of the stardust, and it's just clear, so it goes over anything. I do have I have the colors, but it's just nice to be able to add. So should I aura on the inside
of the center, your center petals? Yeah.
Aura them.
Well, I don't try auraing them, then maybe filling them in. Yes.
You have to fill it in because
yes.
It's
yeah. No, that's what you have to do. It needs it. Oh my gosh.
It's all blingy. Yeah, I'd say the chance with the tip is so thick. Probably like a 06 or something. Ooh, so even if it's oh, that one was better. Oh, beautiful. My goodness. I haven't looked. Wow. Oh, and like
you could use that at the dots at those points too, Heather. You could.
Oh, true.
You instead of the white, just use
like
make dots. Yeah.
I could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Do the debate on it. We'll get over into the where you go. That looks neat. So now everybody needs to have in their stash more cowbell. Yes, more cowbell, indeed. Oh my gosh, I am so tickled with these. And I want to see what everybody else did so we can be tickled about what everybody else did too. Oh, if you want to open up your webcams. Oh, Tom and Carla, those are amazing. Oh, I love those shapes. Oh my gosh. And I like, look at that bright.
Alyssa's is beautiful. Oh, they're all beautiful, but.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Elizabeth.
And Lisa's. And Sandy, look at those two fancy ones she got done. These are all fantastic.
Yeah, this is one of those that you could play and play and play with it. Oh my gosh, Marina.
Yeah. So yes,
beautiful. Sandy, beautiful.
All right, and I'm going to take a screenshot so as soon as I think everybody is on, it's going to get on. I'll say we'll hold them up steady for a second and hold your breath. That was a trick thing I heard. Okay, perfect. And who's and Jen's. I like just the aura, just the aura and the color inside. Just inside those. They're all fantastic. Oh my gosh. Oh, such neat ideas to take back and try some more. Sandy, I like how you have the shading on the top of those arch, what do you call it? What did I call it? Those pointed arches, so that way it looks like it's they're standing out.
This looks like it's spiraling.
Oh, and Jennifer, I love that. Look at adding some zinger in there. Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. Let me. And I don't know if I didn't get yours. If you want to, I've forgotten to tell everybody. If you want to email me at heather@tangleaddicts.com. And that way, because as I get as I get myself completely up to date here, or at least close to it, and get these out so that way everybody can see. Let me save this really quick and then show, because everybody has their hand in front when they're holding it. And oh, they are just all totally amazing. Okay, so let me share my screen again. And so yeah, so just look at all of these. Oh my gosh.
Very good.
Oh, I did get peppers in there. It's just a little light, but oh my gosh, look at how gorgeous.
Again, this is one that makes me want to go back and do it again, like somebody else did.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I want to try that one next. And I like, I didn't see. Oh, that was this
And
one.
now I don't see the names on them because
yeah, because it didn't stamp the picture with the names on them. But the way the inside is done. Oh my gosh! And let me also, we'll just sneak peek here at yeah.
Just
So look
beautiful.
at these from earlier. Wait, is it showing them? Is this showing the different ones now?
No.
Okay, hold on.
Are you going to show the earlier?
Yeah, because they were just so neat. PM. AM. Why isn't it showing? Oh, I know how I can make it. I'll just make it happen. Screen share. Okay, entire screen. That's what it'll be. Oh, there it is. So here, yeah. So here's that. This was the early one, if that's showing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So here's rosemary in the middle with,
right.
adding that color and just that little swoosh.
Yep.
To look like a gem, and and just adding the different color, just neat ideas both times. Just fantastic.
Some of them look more like flowers than others.
Yeah. And so because mine here at the bottom, the one I did, ended up looking more like a flower because I was making these pointed things and I didn't have a lot of room, and so it just
the little hash mark shading that you did too. Yeah. The one on the top row, the third one from the left.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like a lot of tangles in.
Yep.
But just gorgeous. And yeah, how fun and fun and easy, and just like, okay, I don't know what I want to do. So
you can do anything.
Right.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay. Fun. Well, and somebody mentioned too, it's like, what a great way to do a mandala. A great way to get started without, I like the idea of not measuring and just being able to do it by hand and have that feeling. It's like, oh, how neat is that to be able to kind of, divide up your work and have, spaces to do, they usually just repeat designs, and it's really neat.
Yeah, it's a good exercise in other patterns to fill in, like some of them did. To the extreme.
Yes, so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So, well, this was fun, everyone. Thanks for playing. I'm going to say goodbye to the recording now before I